Hi Aries, it's Kendrick from Providence. I'm going to pull your cards for this week. Let's go ahead and start with the first one here in the center. Okay, so you got the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is talking about some changes that might be happening with your reality. It could be a job, or it could be within your family, or it could just be something happening within yourself that really is going to affect your reality. Changing something that you may have been used to for a period of time, right? It also is talking about what your ability to create something new, or your ability to change directions. How are you adapting to these changes? How is it inspiring you? Also, someone could be giving you some kind of advice or trying to help steer you in whatever direction that you're trying to go in. Make sure that you stay true to yourself and you really think about what your needs are. And, if this new change or this new life is going to see you in the ways that you anticipate it, or the ways that you want it to. The Temperance card is Sagittarius, so it's talking about your goals and focusing on your goals, right? That's why I want you to just make sure that you remember what it is that you have invested in yourself thus far, right? Because other people have invested in you the ways that you have in yourself, and some of the ways that you live your life are based on that, and who you are is based on that. So if someone kind of tries to come along and divert you, then it's kind of like, what was all that work for anyway? It's a very sensitive process that you're going through, and I feel like it's one that you definitely need to kind of like listen to your own advice with. You might have parents, or you might have mentors, or you might have friends, or you might have someone that you trust that could be helpful, but this is really for you to figure out on your own. Alright, yeah, definitely figuring it out on your own. With the Seven of Wands, this is Mars and Leo. Your ego could be being tested. Your spirit's being tested. How true you are to yourself is being tested. Showing yourself what you're made of, that type of thing. You could be weighing out your options on like where to move to, or how to carry out something, to the end. You might even be feeling like you need some help because you're taking on more, you bit off more than you could chew, right? That type of situation. Or you might even just be thinking like, I have to figure out how to, just stay motivated, right? Keep pushing forward. This 7 is related to the Chariot card, which is Cancer. We're coming into Cancer season like in a day or two, or today actually. It has something to do with your relationships because it's a 7, right? Sorry, I'm chewing down really stop. It has something to do with your relationships and how your relationships are affecting you. And you feel like your relationships are creating more adversity in your life, right? It's like it kind of comes along with the territory also. It's like some of you are leaders, right? You could like manage a team, or you could like be the head of a company, or you could just be the person that your family looks to, right? For motivation and encouragement. Maybe you inspire others and you're trying to, it's almost like you need someone to encourage and inspire you right now, but you just kind of have to like, do for yourself what you always do for other people. You know what I mean? There's a reason why people always come to you for advice or for help. But at the same time, you also have to believe in yourself. You have to stay true to yourself, and you have to trust that you are, on the right course, right? That type of thing. Show yourself some compassion. Don't beat yourself up. That type of thing. There's growth that comes from this struggle that you are going through. You're being strengthened. Yes, you have to maintain some level of objectivity as well, because a struggle isn't like easy, so you have to keep some level of optimism, right? Otherwise, it's just going to seem like it's hard for no reason. The last card, wow, there you have it, the Chariot. That's what I talked about before. It's a 7, so it does talk about making decisions, weighing out your options, pushing forward. You know, the Chariot is the moon, but then it's also a little bit of Neptune, because the moon is like veiling Neptune, I believe. And in esoteric astrology, Neptune rules Cancer. But we're dealing with illusion, right? Maybe you're no longer disillusioned. Maybe you're no longer confused about what you want. You know, because the Chariot is Cancer, right? And Cancer is a cardinal sign, and it's the 4th house. So it really is talking about what you want and not letting your emotions get in the way of what you want. You know, because your emotions, water, is pretty heavy and it's very sensitive. You know, have you ever carried a glass full of water, or have you ever carried a lot of water? It's not easy dealing with your emotions. So I feel like you definitely have to stay objective and be very decisive about what you want, you know. You also have to believe in yourself. All of these cards really talk about believing in yourself. Just because the Chariot is cardinal, right? That's a leadership sign, one of initiative, right? So you have to take the initiative, okay? And then this card is Leo, and Leo is definitely one of the natural executors or executives of the zodiac, right? They like to really be the one up front, getting things done, and sort of like being the hero in some kind of way. And in this sense, you have to be your own hero. Yeah, you could be dealing with the Libra, Sagittarius, Taurus, yeah, maybe even a Pisces, if you will. But you have learned something, and because you feel like you know which direction to go in now, you're going to start going in that direction. Okay? Good luck, Aries. Oh, also, if you would like to book a reading with me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. Definitely follow me on Instagram. It's Providence Tarot. And it's Providence Tarot on YouTube as well. My personal account on Instagram is NYC Kendrick.